Hit that subscribe button now and join our community of comedy lovers.
Little Johnny was in class and the teacher said,
"What we are going to do today, class, is I am going to give you a letter and I want someone to raise their hand, and if I call on you I want you to give me a word that begins with that letter."
So the teacher says A and little Johnny immediately raises his hand, but the teacher knows he will say bad words, so she calls on little Mary and she says apple.
Very good. Okay, how about the letter B?
Little Johnny once again immediately raises his hand and says, "Please pick me," so the teacher thinks for a moment and inside her head knows he'll say bastard, so she skips over little Johnny and calls on little Brad, and little Brad replies boat.
Very good, Brad. Now how about C?
The teacher asks. Immediately little Johnny's eyes light up and this time says, "Oh, pick me. Pick me, I'll know," and the teacher instantly goes right to little Bobby and he says car.
That's a good one, Bobby.
So the teacher does the same thing with the letter D and ignores little Johnny raising his hand. Now the teacher says,
"You're all doing a great job, class. How about E?"
This time little Johnny stands up waving his arms begging for a chance. So the teacher pauses for a solid 10 to 15 seconds and can't think of one bad word that begins with the letter E. So she reluctantly calls on little Johnny, and little Johnny very nicely and calmly says,
"Elephant."
And before the much relieved teacher can even exhale, little Johnny puts both hands up out in front of himself approximately 2 feet apart and yells out,
"With a Viking cock this big."